This video will just show the cutscenes related to Gray's playthrough. If you wish to know how to complete the Falcata, I suggest you watch the Falcata guide video instead. Now, let's begin.
Mardius. In this world, many places were believed to harbor hidden treasure. Legao Isle was one such place. One day, a group of adventurers set out for Legao Isle. Sir Galahad, a paladin from Rosalia. Miriam, a mage of fire from Estamir. And the enigmatic Gray.
Descendant of the great warriors of Legao, hear my tale of glory and despair. This land was once a kingdom defended valiantly by proud warriors. In time, a shadow fell over the prosperity they believed would last forever. To preserve my honor and my country, I resolved to create a new blade. That is to say, I created a blade in which dwelt a real soul, my very own.
That's quite a banged-up sword. Where'd you get a thing like that? Looks pretty good once you clean it up. Swords are the traditional weapon of Jelton, you know. Take good care of it. You never know the real strength of a weapon until you wear it out. Use it until it breaks, and then you'll see a weapon's true characteristics.
Well, what's next on the agenda?
I don't know. Maybe we should split up. Since I've got a bit of money to spend, I'd like to go back home to Crystal City to learn some new weapon skills.
Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've been back to Estamir. I need to expand my repertoire. I can't get fire on fire spells alone. So, Gray, what about you?
Guess I'll beef up my weapon skills too.
Good thinking.
What? You're gonna leave me to fend for myself? Just kidding. I suppose a little soloing might be a nice change.
You won't be lonely?
Not a chance. All I have to do is lift the hem of my skirt a tad and wham! I'll have a dozen carriages screeching to a halt just like that. Well, I'm off. See you guys around. Bye!
How do you get to Crystal City?
From Lobarn, we can cut through the isthmus. I should think a couple of travelers like us shouldn't have any problem crossing the border.
Okay. What about you?
I wouldn't mind a stop in Estamir.
See, Galahad? He likes me better than you.
May I point out he chose Estamir, not you. Gray, farewell. May our paths cross again. I didn't think she was his type.
How do you get to Estamir?
We can take the ferry from Bruel.
I think I'll hang around here for a while.
I see. Farewell, then. May we meet again. Say, Miriam, you're going through Loban too, aren't you?
You want me to pair up with you? I don't know about that. Oh well, I guess it beats going alone. Gray, this really was a lot of fun. We should do it again sometime. See ya!
Do you think he's from Befal?
I can't tell. The guy hardly ever says a word.
Great! It's me, John. We were in the same regiment?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Sure it does. Back then you left the army and saved my butt. You gotta remember that.
Nope, still nothing.
You might have forgotten, but I remember it as clear as day. Anyway, today I need a favor from a highly respected adventurer like you. I was hoping you could keep an eye on a girl for me.
A girl, huh?
Yeah, her name's Claudia. I won't bother you with the details. Just don't let her out of your sight. I'm an Imperial Guard, so I can't be with her all the time. Be a pal, huh, for old time's sake? You won't do it? Jeez, that really puts me in a bind. You'll do it? Great! And don't worry, I'll pay you for your time. Claudia? This is Gray. He's your guide. Yes, your very own personal tour guide. This is the girl I was talking about, Claudia.
Hi.
Sorry, gotta get back to the palace. Stop by any time. Have fun, you two!
Ready to go?
Now that you have used the blade for so long, I can see its imperfections. You must temper the blade with stronger materials. I've heard the cold waters of the lake in North Befal help temper bronze. I have resolved to travel anywhere in the world to strengthen this blade. The kingdom is old. Its conventions and culture have become inflexible. Inflexible means breakable. It is the same with blades. We need materials from the more accommodating south.
May I help you?
Lasting reform requires intense power. Revolutionaries must be willing to cut down even so-called friends. I have found souls like this. The age of bloodshed has begun.
May I help you?
May I help you?
Much blood has been shed, but reform does not move forward, and the reign of terror has come to a halt. At long last, I have come to realize it. Those who resisted us in the past are the ones with true ability and spirit. I will join them and hand over those who were, until yesterday, under my charge.
Help you?
We have come so far that we can no longer tamper with ordinary materials. Perhaps it is also true that countries in decline cannot be transformed by ordinary people. What do we need now? Superhuman power? Or maybe something else entirely different? I no longer understand what I need. In seeking too much, one risks losing everything. It seems that now we may be at that point. The blade in which my soul has dwelt has spoken to me. Cutting down dead trees makes room for saplings to grow. To be effective, one must cut them down from the root. The dead tree in my country is the monarchy, and its root, the king. The voice of the blade is the voice of my soul. I destroyed with my own hand the very thing I was supposed to protect.
You know, some say if you use an object long enough, you start to take on its characteristics. Or maybe your lost soul could have been possessed somehow by the blade. Or could it be that some conniving soul took on the guise of a sword in order to control its owner? Whatever. Show your true self.
For 1,000 years I have borne this shame. But my vindication is at hand. I shall bury you and prove that my loss was nothing more than Allore's vile trickery. I shall rid myself of this stain and be restored to my former glory!
You know, for a god, you sure whine like a wuss. If you want me shaking in my boots, you're gonna have to come up with a better story than that.
You dare to lecture me? You who are no more than the puppet of Allure dancing on the end of a string?
Maybe so. The toys and tools can be used for good or evil. Taking you down is just a matter of self-preservation.
You think you can defeat a god? You amuse me. Well, all right. I'll humor you and myself just this once.
God killer? I could live with that.
Dark clouds gathered, covering the sky in shadow, but in time the sun broke through and banished the darkness. This is the tale of the brave soul who faced the fearsome Saruin and prevailed.
Hey, Minstrel, you make it sound like you were really there and saw it with your own eyes.
So I've been told. I saw it all, indeed. Oh, how you fought.
To want to come this far, you must have an insatiable curiosity. Looks like we made it, and I couldn't have destroyed Saruin and his minions without you. You have my thanks. Don't worry about me. Just go on and help the others.
Hey, it is I, Feral the Gecko. I hope you've enjoyed the video. In fact, I hope you enjoyed all the Romancing Saga videos that I made. But, could I ask you a favor? Would you kindly check out my new channel? It's called Feral Forever. There, I review video games and TV shows. And before you start to wonder why you should care, the first video games that I'll cover will be part of the Saga series. That's right, you can expect Romancing Saga to be covered in the 3rd episode. Or hey, how about you just look at my other Romancing Saga videos? My channel is the only place to see some of them, and yet a generic video of Final Fantasy XIII amongst thousands often gets more publicity. Let's change that now. Give them likes, spread the word, share them with other people. Or, well, you could also check out my website. Follow any of my channels or follow me on Twitter. Please. I don't love the game as much as it may seem. I had a very, very difficult time recording this, and I'd want to get something for it, at least something more than just okay, thanks, bye. Thank you for your attention. Bye.